Whenever there is a debate about the GOAT of the MMA, one name always pops up in the minds of the fighting community: Fedor Emelianenko. Born in the trenches of Rubizhne, Luhansk, in the former Soviet Union territory of Ukraine, Fedor faced hardships quite early in his life, as he was forced to move to Russia along with his family. Fedor started practicing Sambo and Judo at 11, and made drastic progress quickly, getting his name enrolled in the Russian national judo team. But soon, he realized his potential and turned all his attention towards the MMA, a growing sport at that time. Emelianenko made his MMA debut in 2000, and soon started to make rounds in the media due to his dominant display inside the ring. Back then, Japan was considered a hub for MMA, with top athletes from around the world gathering to compete. Fedor also followed the same path as he signed a deal with the Rings, a Japanese MMA promotion. Emelianenko made a fast start and got the heavyweight championship belt wrapped around his debut year by winning the Rings King of Kings 2002 tournament. After conquering the Rings, Emelianenko signed for Pride, which was regarded as the biggest MMA promotion in the world at that moment. Emelianenko announced his arrival in a great fashion, as he demolished the American Heath Herring via vicious ground and pound in the very first round of the fight. After seeing Herring's thrashing, the Pride awarded Emelianenko a title shot against the Brazilian submission specialist Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. Nogueira was a heavy favorite for this fight, as he promised to carry Fedor to the deep waters. But Fedor stood the test of time as he pulled off the biggest win of his career by dominating Nogueira for straight 20 minutes. Emelianenko got his hands on the Pride heavyweight crown, which remained his till he remained connected with that promotion. His nickname, The Last Emperor, has got its essence from his dominance in the MMA during that run. Emelianenko defended the Pride heavyweight strap 13 times before parting his ways in 2007. During this time, he bettered the likes of the MMA legend Mark Coleman, the former UFC champ Kevin Randleman, and Mark Hunt. Emelianenko was a down-to-earth person outside the ring, but was a vicious animal inside the ring. The Last Emperor sent waves of terror every time he hit the cage. There was no one stopping him. In 2010, UFC knocked at the Fedor's door, but the negotiations never went in the right direction. The UFC president Dana White badly wanted Fedor in the UFC because he labeled him his ultimate obsession. White wanted to match Fedor against the UFC heavyweight champ Brock Lesnar, but terms were never settled between the two parties. The event was deemed the biggest fight in the history of the MMA, but sadly it was never meant to happen. Fedor decided to hang his gloves up in 2012. Still, his massive fan popularity soon convinced him to take this decision back. The Last Emperor signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Bellator in 2016. In 2017, Fedor competed in Bellator Heavyweight Grand Prix after defeating the former UFC heavyweight champion Frank Mir and Chael Sonnen. Fedor faced Ryan Bader in the finals of the tournament for the vacant Bellator Heavyweight World Championship, but was met with the result that he wasn't expecting, as he was knocked out in the first round with just 35 seconds on the clock. But Fedor will have another chance to avenge that loss as he prepares to face the same opponent at Bellator 290. There is blood on his hands. The fight could prove to be the last fight of Fedor's career. The Last Emperor will want to finish on a high note, but whatever the result may be, Fedor is undoubtedly one of the greatest mixed martial arts ever to grace this sport.